Hallo, my name is Daniel Nüst and I am a CODECHECKer. The CODECHECK initiative supports academic journals and conferences with a workflow and guidance to evaluate computational workflows underlying scientific papers as part of a peer review process. Unlike other projects and products to improve reproducibility, CODECHECK does not attempt to make code reproducible forever for everyone. We also do not focus on technology, but on the structural and social procedures. CODECHECK is led by Stephen Eglin and myself. So, what is a CODECHECK? In short, an independent person, we call them codechecker, provides a certificate of executable computation. The CODECHECK certificate includes metadata and a short summary. The existence of a certificate shows that the codechecker was able to execute a provided set of data, code, and configuration files at least once without any critical errors, based on the provided documentation. The codechecker must successfully recreate the expected output files. The codechecker may include notes on their experiences and created figures in the certificate. Often, the codechecker's feedback will be adopted by authors even before the publication of the research article. Ideally, the codechecker reports that all outputs match the original figures, maps, or statistical measures from the manuscript under review. However, the codechecker does not evaluate scientific merit, validity of code, or correctness of a used method. That is what peer review is for. CODECHECK, however, recognizes the undesirable development in academic publishing that the main output of research is still just a paper and that reviewers are overloaded. Therefore, CODECHECK complements existing procedures to look at all parts of a research project. And we tap into a new resource because people currently not active as peer reviewers are great candidates to become codecheckers, for example, graduate students or research software engineers. The implementation of a CODECHECK procedure at a journal or conference is based on 5 principles to balance the needs of auditing complex research pipelines, the reality of the scholarly publication pressure, and the current academic evaluation practices. First, codecheckers record but don't investigate or fix. Second, communication between humans is key. Third, credit is given to codecheckers. Fourth, workflows must be auditable. And fifth, open by default and transitional by disposition. Guided by these principles, the codechecker is encouraged to communicate with the author to resolve any issues, but the responsibility to package a research analysis in a reproducible way lies with the author. In most cases, the codechecker's questions and comments lead to a considerable improvement of the published workflow artifacts. The principles require the publisher to give appropriate credit for the code checking, for example, by properly publishing certificates and referencing them in the article, or by putting review activity in public databases. Finally, we understand not all research can be shared openly or use only free and open tools, but we strive for all checked workflows to be as open as possible. Our goal is that code checking of workflows becomes the norm so that we eventually just talk about peer review again. The implementation of these principles can vary a lot, from a publisher's staff code checker that screens submissions before peer review to a volunteering community code checker providing a badge of special merit post-publication. CODECHECK shows how a seemingly low bar can have a huge positive impact on the transparency and usefulness of the published material. Over 50 successful CODECHECKs to date demonstrate this convincingly. A CODECHECK increases availability, discoverability, reproducibility, and reusability of scientific data and code. It exposes important building blocks for computational research and gives credit for open scholarship. The approach is flexible enough to to handle any level of reproducibility, data size, or data sensitivity, if we can find a code checker with matching skills and access to suitable resources. Most importantly, every code check is a rewarding learning experience for both author and code checker. These experiences will eventually impact the practices on how we share our work and how we collaborate to solve big societal challenges. Do you want to learn more about CODECHECK? Head over to our public register of checks to see what articles we successfully reproduced. Check out our open access paper to learn more about the background and all the details. Who are the relevant stakeholders? What roles are involved in a code check? What variations of a code check are possible? What are the challenges, benefits, and limitations of code checking? How will code check become standard procedure in the future? Take a look at our website to see what conferences and journals we currently collaborate with, and most importantly, how you can get involved in the initiative. If you are an editor, conference organizer, or publisher, get in touch. We would like to talk to you about enhancing peer review with code execution. Are you an author and want to learn how you can make your workflow more reproducible? You can suggest to conduct a code check in your next cover letter. Or even better, become a code checker yourself. Your next code check is a unique learning opportunity and a great open science experience. Don't miss it. I see you at your next CODECHECK.